back, everybody, to new brand spanking episodes of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And, oh my, save some for me.
Oh, god damn it, Edgy.
Things are getting steamy.
Yeah. Alright,
So how long are you...
Go on.
How long are you going to have the eye patch on for this playthrough? You're not going to take it off, are you?
I genuinely don't know about that.
Oh god. Oh god.
No, you know what? Hang on. You guys find something to talk to. I'm just gonna quickly look through my files.
Alright.
Ay. Alright.
Oh my god, CJ. CJ. How we literally saw him walking out with Tenpenny and Pulaski and some ballas. You're a fucking idiot, CJ.
Well, at this point, CJ is still with his mindset. In his like he's still focused on loyalty.
Oh.
And that's one thing that haunts him for sticks with him for quite a while.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually one thing I do find pretty interesting, because there's gonna be a moment in the second chunk where CJ just doesn't care about growth anymore. Like, with every chapter he cares less and less about it, and somewhere in the second chunk he starts to look out for his own, and only that, leaving the growth street far behind. Also, I'm looking at the final part, and like the final part.
Mm-hmm.
The eye patch is here to stay.
Oh god damn it. So CJ's just a pirate the entire playthrough.
Yeah?
I was just gonna say he's unleashing his inner Nick Fury.
Oh god.
I mean, come on, Sam Allen is in the game, so he played Nick Fury, and he's playing Nick Fury again for Secret Invasion, which I cannot wait for.
Well, I mean, he's always been Nick. Well, once the Ultimate series started, Samuel L. Jackson was forced to be Nick Fury.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he took over. Yeah,
because they designed Nick Fury to look like Samuel L. Jackson in the Ultimate comics.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of basically forced him to be Nick Fury, which I think he enjoys the role.
Alright, but
they didn't force him.
There had to be a stunt double somewhere they could take advantage of, right?
True.
Yeah, they didn't force him to do the role. What had happened was, when they were he wasn't created for the Ultimate Avengers. It was just for the cinematic universe.
Really? Okay. I thought that Ultimate came before the cinematic universe started. Okay, that was
Ultimate did come before, but cinematic universe is entirely different. But they had Nick Fury in mind for the character, for the role of the character, because they felt like he would play a really good Nick Fury, but he was dealing with some issues, and so he wasn't sure he was going to be able to portray the role. So they worked out a deal, and he's been able to play Nick Fury since, and he loves that role.
That's good.
He said, in interviews, that Nick Fury's one of his favorite characters because he's a Marvel fan himself.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, I do need to get into my Marvel at one point. I mean, I gotta take advantage of that Disney Plus subscription somehow, and right now the only thing I've been watching on it is The Simpsons, and that's it.
I noticed that because you discovered the Sonic joke.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot more American Dad than Simpsons on Disney Plus, honestly. I like that show a lot more than Family Guy.
Yeah,
American Dad is better handled than Family Guy, but honestly, it's still kind of it feels like it should have ended at some time ago.
Hey, Yuyu, remember that time we broke out of prison?
Oh my god.
Hey, Yuyu, remember that time we ran away from an assassin?
God damn it. I will admit, I think my favorite American Dad joke is when Family Guy just had Patrick Warburton sing the theme song.
Oh yes, yeah. Like
They
he's like an
just
entirely new
replaced-
different. He's an
Yeah.
entirely new different person.
Yeah, because when he gets the surgery to replace his legs.
No, it wasn't that. It was like a different episode.
Really, I thought it was.
Maybe I don't remember. I gotta like look and check. I gotta ask my friend because my friend 50
I'm gonna
Cal,
double check.
he's the Family Guy expert between us.
The Family Guy expert. Yeah, I do know
Yeah.
some. I do know some people like that.
See, it's funny because for me, he comes to me when he needs help with like Sonic and Ninja Turtle stuff. But when I need help with like Family Guy, I go to him. It kind of plays off.
Yeah. Also, I just want to take. I just want to take a moment to bring attention to the following. Welcome to another cutscene that young Victor didn't understand until very late. Wait, actually, never mind. It's not this cutscene. It's the cutscene for the third Catalina mission.
Okay. It was Foreign Affairs.
Oh, so I was right. It wasn't that episode.
Yeah, so that was my bad. There was also a time when Meg sang the song too,
I forgot about that.
and it's like Joe doesn't even, and at least the Joe version is literally word for word. Meg basically just Meg's
Butchers
version is
it.
just taking the piss out of it.
Guys, you're
She just
missing
butchers
the.
it.
You're missing the action.
How do you want to prove your son? Come on now, baby.
Oh, great. We got a gun to our head. Oh, great.
Yeah, and I'll take you to rob banks and shit. And, you know, I'll let you kill anyone you want to kill.
And since you missed this, D-pad, this is Catalina. She's from GTA 3.
Please don't shoot.
Most importantly,
Okay.
she's the antagonist of GTA 3.
I think I love you.
Wait,
Really?
that's her? I thought that's Tommy's girlfriend.
Great.
No,
Cool. Yeah, fantastic.
no. This is the antagonist of GTA 3.
You want to go rob some shit, baby?
The one that betrays
I
you
thought-
at the very beginning.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the one who
Oh,
puts
what a nice romantic relationship they
the
have.
one who puts
They're
the
gonna
entire
rob
the
together.
entire town on spank.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well, this time we gonna
You know, spank,
chill.
the
Psycho shit,
the iconic drug from GTA 3 that makes everybody lose their minds and shit.
I swear to God, the blur made it look like you were just barreling down that hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit though, I don't mind the blur effect in this game. Like in a lot of games out there, I don't like it if the games have any sort of blur going on to it. But I feel like in this game, I don't know. There's just something that makes the game look complete. It's one of the biggest.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest problems I have with the definitive edition. Aside from the definitive edition, the blur just isn't the same. Like you can enable motion blur, but that's just your standard generic Unreal Engine motion blur. I feel like blur gets a bit of a bad rep nowadays. I mean, people like me, we do always turn it off if possible, but in like the PS2 era, the blur effect was more, or it wasn't as bad as people would say it is now.
Does that
Max Payne.
Could she just? Why did she just not burst into the door?
She probably didn't think that far.
Because this is a PS2 game, and if the door isn't programmed to be able to go through, you're not getting through that door.
You really think a fucking small car, can defeat a giant tanker truck?
I hate this
An
mission.
opposite land, maybe.
How did you lose 95% of your health already?
Because they have a machine gun.
Oh my god. Can't you just, like, take out the car?
You could.
Like, just run, like, just basically just run it straight over, back and forth and stuff?
Now, what I've done now
You
is...
probably could.
What I've done now is pretty good. Like, I had a rough start, but then I just...
I had a rough start. You lost 95% of your goddamn health.
Hey, I've had starts like that before. You see, I still made it. And they didn't.
And they blew up.
Or they did.
How did the car get lit on fire?
It's a video game. Don't question video game
True,
logic.
but it's like, Christ.
Don't question video game logic, Yuyu.
Likewise. Now get out of here before the cops come snooping. If you ever want to run some freight for me, just drop in. I've always got shit to move.
Okay, so this is the part where the game is going to introduce us to another one of the 100% completion bullshit missions. Trucking missions. I am not going to do it. But if you
what
want
do they
to,
unlock? What do they unlock?
trucking missions.
No, what did completing all the trucking missions unlock?
Pride and accomplishment. Now, basically, if you complete all the trucking missions, it will give you a... It will drop a money icon on at the truck stop, and you can get periodical money out of there. You don't really get anything big for it or anything at all. It's not like, you know, doing burglary or fire truck missions or police or medic. It's just, it really is one of those cases where I'm like, I would say it's not worth it, but the truck missions aren't that bad. Although I say that, but there is one where and you're carrying fragile cargo, and the cops are after you.
Oh God!
As in, immediate 4-star wanted level. Yeah, don't do the trucking missions, unless you really hate yourself.
Hey, Holmes, I've been busy.
Caesar, what's up?
I can smell nitrous oxide from a mile
Also,
off.
thanks Caesar for calling us right before starting a mission.
Man, fast.
What are you talking about?
Like, you know, that's one thing I do feel like the modern Grand Theft Auto games do better. In this game, you can only get called when you're on foot, and in GTA 4 and GTA 5, it's just like, yep, I'm in a car, but I can still get called.
Just get a fast car and meet me in Catalina, south of Montgomery. See you, man.
But anyway, alright, got a save, yep, that's important. Now this,
And then time changes.
now this
Hey, Catalina,
is the
cold. Come on,
cutscene
let's go.
that I didn't get as a kid.
Come on, let's go.
But now I totally know what's going on. I mean, to be fair, I had an idea, but there's only so far my 9-year-old brain can go to. And that wasn't it. But anyway, luckily we don't get to see it, but we do get to hear it. So why don't we,
Oh, goody.
I really need that paper. Oh my God.
Just get that sound clip of Homer Simpson going da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. There you go. Put that.
Oh. Oh, God.
No, baby, please. I ain't into that shit. Oh, baby, please, no. Please.
I was thinking it was, oh my. I was thinking it was basically alluding to intercourse. Not a full-blown torture.
man, I knew what sex was at the time.
True.
She gonna sex him up good.
Rob now?
So, yeah, welcome to my first introduction to BDSM. Without me realizing what BDSM was.
Need the money.
So anyway, what other kinks do we like?
Oh God, no.
God. Let's not have this topic.
Okay.
Maybe in private, but not like for YouTube to hear.
So are there bus missions?
No. Which I do
God
feel
damn
like I do feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity because you can take buses, or not take
And
buses,
honestly,
but
I
you
would've-
can steal buses.
And honestly, we both would have made you play at least a little bit of Magic School Bus theme song.
Yeah. Now there are taxi missions, but yeah, taxi missions.
Oh look, a cop. Well, it's a security guard, but still, it's like,
Oh yeah, so just to make this clear, this mission is 100% scripted to fail.
really?
Yeah. You have to keep aiming at them so their hands go down,
Oh,
but
God.
so their hands go, but eventually, yeah.
Why did you start shooting them?
So we don't have any hostages. We cannot look. We can't get sued for taking people hostage if there's no hostages left.
Oh my God.
It's to avoid any, yeah, just you shoot the hostages so they can't fire back. I know I had something I just can't
Yeah,
remember what I
just-
was gonna say.
Just kill the hostages and they won't be able to testify.
Yeah. Also,
Believe
that
me.
cop all he wanted to
Believe
do
me.
was
Edgy,
eat
you're
his
supposed to
donut.
smash the ATMs, not shoot them.
Don't tell them what to do.
Shooting works more.
Damn right.
Give up! You're surrounded!
Alright. Yeah, so this mission is a pretty simple one. You just
You're surrounded!
take out the cops. I will admit
Action dive.
when I streamed this game back in 2019, this was one of the missions where I did get stuck on, because it was a while since I last played the game since then. But now it's pretty smooth sailing for me.
I love how some of the cops would just do action dive rolls out into the front. It's like,
Unleashing
yeah.
their 80s cop vibes.
you would do a lot better job from behind the cover.
They gotta unleash their
Anyway,
80 cop vibe.
what were these two cops expecting to happen?
Yeah, and it's like,
That's
that
That's
was some
me,
Looney
Catalina.
Tunes shit. That was some Looney Tunes shit right there.
Yeah.
it's like do.
And now the rest of this mission will involve keeping up with Catalina. And
But you're doing a
nothing
pretty good
more.
job. So, granted, so are the cops. Stop getting lost. You. Oh no! That was the cop that crashed too. Okay, I thought it was Catalina.
No, Catalina's going to crash later. Actually, she just crashed right now. And you know, considering the kind of vibe she's trying to go for, I do find it interesting that she just straight up surrendered, putting her hands up.
Yeah, it's like, from how you guys have wrote her, that she's a last stand type person. She's a last stand type person.
Yeah. You know, this cutscene is really meaningless with the sirens blaring over it. Oh yeah, and I should
forgot to-
say this. There are 4 Catalina missions, and
Damn, what I do now?
This one should be the 4th one, right?
yeah.
Okay. Also, Made in Heaven. Those JoJo's ruined those words for me. Because whenever I see Made in Heaven, I just think JoJo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about JoJo's, so that joke is gonna fly way over my head.
Yeah, no, the video game for Eyes of Heaven, which was a story that had a lot of value, but unfortunately Namco kind of screwed it up. Basically has Dio become a god
Right.
and able to rewrite shit, like turning people into his loyal servants.
Was that the game on the Dreamcast you were talking about?
No, that's for Heritage for the Future. Eyes of Heaven is PS4.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know there were PS4 JoJo games aside from All Star or whatever that one
The
is.
only official JoJo games are there's a Super Nintendo one that was Japan only, Heritage for the Future, which was on PS1, Dreamcast, and arcades. There also was the PS3 and I think it was on 360. I'm gonna double check real quick. Because I think that it was also on Xbox 360, and yeah, it was also on Xbox Live Arcade.
Alright.
Yeah, which was basically a just Heritage for Future again, but now that's not available on the services anymore because of some stupid reason.
What was the reason?
I have no idea. I think it's
Stupid.
licensing shit. But it's like, come on. There's All Star Battle, which had the All Star Battle R remake recently. I still need to get that. And then there's Eyes of Heaven, which is a PS4 only game that's 2-on-2 battles.
Alright.
I might actually do it for the channel. I don't know.
Yeah. For now, let's just stick to what we've already got. I mean, we do
Yeah.
need to, after this, or after next session, we are going to return to Spyro. Although there might
Yeah.
be another in-between game, we haven't yet decided on that, but
Yeah. You know, the thing for C4 makes me think of a cell phone.
it's the antenna, isn't it?
It's the package thing itself. It looks like a folded up cell phone.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Cops will recognize
that
you. Backs up into a person.
I forgot that I had quite a bit of bad luck when recording this.
Why?
You'll see. So I'm supposed to go into pay and spray to lose the cop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So respray.
Oh
Backing up.
God, you're stuck in 3 stars.
I ran someone over and they know I'm there. So okay, attempt number 3. Now the one thing I will blame is the fucking camera angle I'm getting. And the fact that there's apparently 3 NPCs over there.
That sucks.
And I
on
still
so many levels.
fucking get seen by the cops. Because I ran over that
My
guy.
God. And there's also this stupid asshole at the turn. It's like,
Attempt
move your car, jackass.
Attempt number 4. I'm telling you, usually this goes way smoother. I'm not even gonna bother with the main road anymore. Screw it, I'm going nomad.
How we do?
Still blinking.
No, but I really need to pay.
You make my skin crawl.
Well, I ain't crazy about you either.
That's just it. How little you know. Don't talk. Let us in.
There we go.
Quiet.
Yeah, there we go. Now just imagine if I accidentally drove the car into the water.
Please
Please don't do that.
please tell me you didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
Good.
Don't worry about that. I'm a professional at this game.
Don't you worry about me. Let me worry about me.
Well, that's one way to put it.